Now let's go ahead and introduce you to matrices. We're going to define what a matrix is, and then we're also going to look at how we name matrices. So a matrix is an array of numbers that is arranged in rows and columns. Here we have some examples. We have A, B, C, D. We have one with just A. We have one with A, B, C, D, E, F. So these are examples of matrices. To name a matrix, we use the rows and the columns. So we look at the number of rows the matrix has and the number of columns. So for example, a matrix is named as a row by column matrix. We write a row times column matrix. Now we look at a 2 by 2 matrix, which means it has 2 rows and 2 columns. So here we have row 1, row 2. We have column 1, column 2. So we have 2 rows and 2 columns. Now let's look at the matrices below. First of all, we want to ask ourselves, how many rows does the matrix have and how many columns does it have as well? So let's look at number of rows. We have 1 row, so we just have row 1, but we have column 1, column 2. So we name it row by column. So we have 1 row by 2 columns. Okay. Now we look at this second one. Let's look at how many rows it has. This is row 1, row 2, row 3. We have column 1, column 2, column 3. So we write it as a row by column matrix. So we have 3 rows and 3 columns. So we call this a 3 by 3 matrix. Now we're going to look at constructing our own matrices. So we want to construct a 1 by 3 matrix. So one thing to note here is we have 1 row and 3 columns. Okay, so let's go ahead and draw that. It's going to be pretty simple. We got 1 row. Let's put 2, 4, 6. That's our 1 by 3 matrix. Now we want to construct a 3 by 2 matrix. So we have 3 rows and 2 columns. So we're going to draw our matrix right here to have 3 rows. So row 1, row 2, and then we have column 1, column 2. So let's go 4, 0, 3, minus 5, 7, minus 8. So this is how you construct matrices.